Okay, kickoff call for August mentorship starts right now, and I'm so excited. Okay, so tonight we're going to go over how to get started right as a coach. So this business is very simple, but we as humans tend to overcomplicate things. And so I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible and give you action steps and first goals to kind of dive in right away. Then we will have the group feed, which we already were jiffing up tonight, where we're going to use that. I don't want to have like one more group or one more thing for us to like, you have to find and you have to do whatever. So we have the team page and then the Instagram like DM thread. And so those two places are your playground. You can post questions in there, you can post successes. I mean, anything and everything. This is your journey through the, in the team. So we all ask questions all the time, and so don't think that it's just you. But I'm really excited about this because you guys are all at the same point in your business. You're just starting right now. So I'm going to give you guys some pushes in the beginning, like, hey, who can post a transformation today, or who's having these kind of conversations, just that kind of stuff. I don't have like an outline. I don't have anything crazy. I just try to feel out what you guys need from what you're asking, and then prompt action stuff like that. So let's get started. So you are officially a Team Beachbody coach. So exciting. You have started your business. And when I tell you that this business is everything to me, I really mean this business is everything to me. I love it. That doesn't mean every single day when I have to like do my checklist items, I'm like, yay, I can't wait to work. No, this is a job, and not every day am I like, I'm ready for the hustle. But the hustle is so freaking worth it. I cannot describe the feeling of what this company and what this business and what our team kind of all is. When we were all together at Summit, most of us have met for the very first time at Summit. And then most of us, we've never met before at all. Brenna and I know each other from like before coaching days, but pretty much besides that, a lot of people, we're all met on Instagram. And so Summit was the most amazing time, and being with everyone and meeting everyone and just feeling this energy of, hey, we're all just women who want more for our lives. And maybe that's more health. Maybe that's more income. Maybe that's more purpose, more fulfillment, or maybe all of that in one bow. We just want more. And it was the most motivating and exciting. We're kind of coming out of that into one of the best seasons in the business, because I love holidays. And you can either view the holidays as like a fun challenge to, kick it, like crush it during the holidays, or a lot of people throw their hands up. I say, let's crush it during the holidays, still enjoy our lives, but do Morning Mouth 100 and just have the best time. And then when you really get momentum going in the fall, I will tell you that January is awesome, obviously, right? We're health and fitness coaches and people love to get started in January, but you cannot start your action in January. Brenna's coined phrase is, this is a 3-month out business. And so in the beginning, I want you to imagine a well. So when you're starting your health and fitness business, and this is my analogy for everything, is that it's like one of those really deep, deep wells, kind of old fashioned, stay with me here with the crank pump thing. Okay. Working. Can somebody nod that they know what I'm talking about, that I'm describing this correctly? Okay. So in the beginning, when you're pumping to get the water to come up, you have to pump so hard to get just a few drops of water. But if you keep up that momentum and you keep cranking it so hard, then eventually it will start flowing out. And then you don't have to crank so hard. You just have to crank consistently. So please get ready that in the beginning, you're doing things for the very first time. You're sharing your journey on social media for the very first time. So you are going to have to pump that well harder in months 1, 2, and 3 to get momentum. But if you stay with me, if you do the things, and if you just believe me and trust me, I promise I would not lead you astray, that it is worth it. And then once you get the momentum and you get going, it is amazing. It is just a fun thing that I am so blessed to call my job. So, okay, here we go. Of course, I have a PowerPoint. Oh my God, I just thought I wasn't recording. Press. Oh, no, that's not slide 1. Where is everyone? I can't see anyone's face. Oh, there you are. Can you, wait, did it go away? Oh, I have to share my screen, right? Sorry, I'm not, no one's a professional over here. Share screen, here we go. I was like, why can't I see you? That's so weird. Okay, this is our beautiful team at Summit. We had the best time, so please mark your calendar right now. The most important thing first, Summit 2020 is in New Orleans. I hope that you will all be there with us. As a new coach, we'll talk about this as a perk later, but if you hit something called Success Club, your first 3 months as a coach, you do get a free ticket to Summit, which is pretty exciting. So that is something, it's called a Success Starter, and they definitely reward the Success Starters. But anyways, so getting started right, it looks like it says getting started right, but there's a G there. So getting started right as a brand new coach. So your number one job is you. This is Joni on our team, and I use her as an example because she has been, she signed up as a coach last year, and she's kind of had a really, a challenging year with lots of trials, and she is so strong. Like her soul and her body is so strong because she puts her health and fitness journey first, and we're all really, really proud of her. And you'll meet her, and she's our Southern Belle. She's in Kentucky. So, but your number one job is you. So a huge objection that people get in the beginning when they're coaching is that they'll say, well, I want to get to know everything first. I want to know if I like things, and I want to know what my results are going to be. But the thing is that as a brand new coach, you're not going to know everything. And I would like to stress that you're going to know very little, and that's okay. But what we do as coaches is we don't pretend to be the creator of Morning Marathon 100. We are someone who can hand people tools that will help them get results and help them live a happier and healthier life. So what you're doing in the beginning is you're getting to know the products, and you're just sharing that journey. You're gonna try Shakeology recipes that you're like, this is not good.
I feel like I turned to make this volume work.
Oh, Tiffany, you just turned it off mute. I remuted you, but maybe the volume is wonky on your phone. So you're just sharing that. You're going to try some recipes that you don't really like, especially food recipes, right? Like when you're starting to eat healthy. In my very early years as a coach, when Facebook was the jam, I made something, and I remember one of my best posts was I shared that it was awful because people like the real. So you're just going to share your journey, and then if you have a big success, or you loved a workout, share that excitement. And then you help yourself change your own life. So your number one job is you. So I'm going to give you a checklist, and after I'll take it off screen share. But if you can see my face in the corner, this is your daily checklist. This is what we do as a coach. This is what I do as a coach. This is what Brenna does as a coach. There is no graduating out of this. This is the business right here. So the more comfortable you get with this list, the better. And the very top of the list is that you do your workout and drink your Shakeology, because you do not have a business if you're not taking care of you. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. That doesn't mean we don't all fall off the clean eating wagon, but we're here to try. And then you help people change their own lives. So then you say, hey, we're going to do this together. We are going to be together in this fit camp, and we're just going to check in and be better every single day. And that's it. I mean, I know that sounds so simple, but really, that's it. Oh, every time. It has to just say small because some of the slides I don't understand why, but it will make them black. And we can all see they are not black. Okay, so some of the resources right away that you get as a coach are your Coach Online Office. So I have a team page. Obviously, that's number 2 resource that you have. But corporate has what is called a Coach Advisory Board. And so they have top coaches in the network, and that changes every year or 2 years, who help them. Their sole job, they're like these corporate employees, are to create tools for coaches to answer questions, training videos, all of that stuff. So if you have a question, the answer is in your back office. This is not a company that does not pour millions of dollars into resources, because it does. So when you sign in to like teambeachbody.com, it will, right here, when you sign in, you'll hover over coach, and then there's all these things right here. So coach FAQs. So if you have a question, especially technical questions like how many coaches do I need to be emeralds, or how many coaches do I need to be diamond, especially stuff like that that's very, very technical, that's coach FAQs. Or when do I have to start qualification for this or for that? That is here. Or product launches, all that, prices. Share a cart is what you use to send somebody a cart so that they can purchase something under you. So you essentially ask them the questions. Hey, what do you want? You know, what flavor Shakeology? Hey, do you want to add Energize? It's on sale, that kind of stuff. You'll put the cart together and then you send it. People are still able to edit their cart, but it just helps simplify it, because years ago when we didn't have this feature, we were sending links and it just was like not working, and it was so confusing. And then My Challenge Tracker app. So as a coach now, we have a back end to what you see in your My Challenge Tracker app. We can log in on a desktop and then look at our challengers kind of fast and more efficient, and then send messages and that kind of stuff. But then Coach Office right here. So this is like your home base. So you're going to log in. It might take a while, so I might not. Oh, maybe it'll be fast. I'll do it so you can see. But this is like your business. That's why we pay $15 a month, is for this incredible tool. So you can track your coaches, your customers. You can send emails through here. You can do all of the things. You can see what your rank is, how many Success Club points you have right now. You can see like when over here on the left hand side, my business alerts, if you have new customer orders, new personally sponsored coach signups, and then this tab right here is important too. So in the beginning it seems really overwhelming, but just know that that's there. That is there to help you really answer any question that you have. But then we have the team page, and that's where like the really personal part of this comes. So you can ask questions. I do announcements in there. People post stuff in there. It's really anything you want it to be. It's supposed to be our family page. You know what I mean? Like we're a very close team, and we always say you can sit with us on this team. Like we don't exclude anybody. So if you have questions, but you do have to ask, because I'm not a mind reader. Then Coach FAQ I just told you about, and then YouTube and Google. So I will empower you and say that if you have a question about how you need to do something, I got all of my answers, and I taught myself how to do everything in this business from watching YouTube videos. Because my coach stopped working pretty shortly after I got going, a couple months. She took a step back, and then essentially she didn't quit, but she's not working the business. So she just is what we call an inactive coach. So she's an inactive coach, just kind of hanging out basically above me, but not doing anything. And I didn't know what to do. And I figured it out. Everything is figure outable. You just have to be determined enough to do it. Like I just YouTubed how to turn the voice command off on my remote, because it kept picking up with the kids. The kids kept hitting buttons and then talking to the TV. I didn't even know it could do it, but I YouTubed how to fix it. So you can YouTube. Rachel, she's on the call right now. She'll send me videos to help me with hashtags, because I'm awful at hashtags. And Homegirl has done her research. And then you know, how to use different apps and all of the things, or hey, how do I send an invite? All of that stuff, you will start to learn who top coaches in the network are. And then I would literally just go to that coach's page and watch their old training videos. I have training videos in there. You're welcome to watch all of them. They're in the team page too, but the point is, YouTube and Google, if you're a Rachel Hollis fan, she says it all the time, right? She has a high school diploma and built a multi-million-dollar business off of a Google search bar. So everything is figure outable. You just have to be willing to learn. Then every single Monday, there's a national wake-up call. So this is on Team Beachbody 411. So that's a Facebook page, but you can also dial in and listen to it like a podcast or on a phone call. Nobody is above the national wake-up call. This is one of those things, that this checklist and then the national wake-up call. These are top coaches in the network, and that's not necessarily like they're the highest earner or they're the top recruiter. They're just successful coaches who are doing well in different areas of this business, and the corporate gets them on Monday morning to do a 40-minute training, and then they do recognition and they do announcements. So this is a great way to start your week off right and connect back to the network of what's going on. Oh, I forgot that this was on sale. Oh, I forgot we're going to do Team Cup. The company is all about recognition and fun prizes and all of that stuff. So national wake up call should be a non-negotiable. I suggest starting like a alert, an ongoing alert that every Monday it just alerts you to do it. And maybe if you work during the day, that alarm goes off at 5 o'clock at night, like, hey, don't forget to catch the recording. I used to watch it when I would drive to work on Tuesdays, because I would already be to work on Monday when it would play. And then Tuesday mornings, that was always my routine to watch the national wake up call. Now I can catch it live most of the time, unless the child is having a meltdown. Then Tuesdays are usually team call night. I say that, and then this month we have 2 Wednesdays. Facebook gives us a notification too. Yes, you are so right. So if you follow or like add yourself to the page or whatever, it will be like Team Beachbody is live right now, and it's live on Monday mornings. So, and then so tomorrow is team call night. So again, that will be in the team page. These reminders come to you. I am not just, and there's a calendar pinned to the top of the team page, so you know exactly what's going on for the whole month, so that you can kind of plan ahead. I try not to spring things up, but it does happen. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the most organized person there ever was. But then, so tomorrow, the 13th, we have a call, and then Wednesday, the 21st and the 28th, because we're collaborating with other teams, and because hey, when other teams are doing well, we want to hear. And I actually got asked to guest speak on another team call on the 21st, and so I wanted you guys there. Selfishly, I wanted you there. So we're all there, and I hope you can jump on live, because I'll be very nervous. But that's kind of the resources we have, right? There's a lot. So you accept right now and tell yourself that you're a learner again. Maybe you're not in school anymore, but you are in coaching school. And I learn every single day. Okay, then this is what we call the 4 vital behaviors. I'm going to try to make it big again. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to take a drink of water. Okay, this is the 4 vital behaviors. So maybe take a screenshot of this or a picture if you can. The 4 vital behaviors, you're going to hear this a lot. And it's on this checklist I'm going to give you. Essentially, you have to be proof that the products work. So you need to do your workouts. You need to drink your shake. And I encourage you to explore different things. Nobody has $1 million, and I'm not saying your first month as a coach, please buy every single product, because that would be unrealistic and silly, and you wouldn't even know what you were trying, because there would be so many. But make a commitment especially from now till the end of the year, to try new things, to try collagen, to try Energize. A lot of these things you don't have to buy every single month, so they last a little bit longer. Like I don't drink Recover after every single workout, but I do, especially when I use weights, and so it lasts a little bit longer. And I love these things, but I had to add them in slower. But be proof that the products work and share about them, but you don't have to be like, hey, this is me drinking my Shakeology. Hi, everyone. No, you're just showing these daily habits every day that, like, hey, I drink this every single day. And it helps me. The wonderful thing about being a coach is that all we do is share our truth, our story. So if someone's like, I tried Shakeology and I don't like it, you can be like, okay, good for you. I love Shakeology. Good for me. So it's not ever a salesy thing. This is my journey. This is what's working for me. And if you have the same struggles, this might work for you. So you're doing your workout and you're drinking your shake every single day. I will tell you that I started drinking Shakeology and I didn't know that I felt a difference. I went clean eating, Shakeology, and fitness all at one time. So when my bag of Shakeology ran out, I was like, oh, I'm done with that. I don't really need that. And then all of a sudden I started feeling sluggish again. And I have a lot of digestive issues, and those started to come back. And I realized, oh my gosh, it's Shakeology. So Shakeology is not like Energize, right? When we drink Energize, you feel it flowing. I'm like, put the tunes on. I'm feeling great. It's very instant gratification, where Shakeology is healing your gut. It is healing your insides, so that it can perform better. And so sometimes we take it for granted because we don't feel it, maybe like we do Energize. But just keep drinking it and share your experience with it. Okay, the next thing we do is we share, connect, invite, and follow up. So to get people into your fit camp, you have to talk to them. This is a business where you're going to be talking to a lot of people. So you're sharing your journey on social media, exactly how it is, the good, I don't want to say the bad, but the wins and the learns, and you're just moving forward every single day, and you're starting up conversations. So I watch people's stories and I comment on them authentically, what I really feel about what I'm watching on their story, or I go through their feed. Or if I notice somebody is watching my Instagram stories a lot, I'll start up conversations with them. And then talk to people and then invite them. There's a lot of technical ways we can talk about inviting, but essentially you have to invite people to your next group. And on this Success Club tracking system, you're going to be inviting every single day. Every single day you have to invite, because think about how long it took you to come into a fit camp or join into coaching and all that stuff. So you have to start planting the seeds now or they will never grow. But pretty much every single person took me inviting them for months. And any other coach will tell you that that's the experience they have. Very rarely do you invite someone and right away they're like, yes, let's do it right now. So it's that pumping the well. You have to start inviting and talking to people a little bit harder right now to get that momentum flowing. Then personal development. So personal development is a vital behavior. And I'm going to suggest a book that if everyone is wanting to, we could do kind of like a new coach book club kind of a thing. And I read it when I first started, or I actually listened to all of my books when I drive and when I shower. Because if I honestly, most of the time I'm so tired, if I read a book, I fall asleep. But honestly, 10 minutes a day is all you need to feel on fire, to seriously feel on fire. Like, I don't know, I can't really see the chat, but if you've listened, I mean, does anyone know who Rachel Hollis is? Right, we know who Rachel Hollis is. If not, you're gonna know who Rachel Hollis is very quickly. But personal development was not something I ever knew of until I started coaching. But I'm a rule follower. So my coach said, here, you need to listen to this, or read or listen, you choose. I said, listen, please. She said, you need to do personal development every single day. I suggest you start with this book. And I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so alive about my entire life right now because I'm feeling validated. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling empowered. All of that stuff comes from personal development. And so it's personal to you. And so there's going to be different seasons in your business and in your life where you need different things. Now, Rachel Hollis, I do have her book because I highlight, because she is I don't know, to me, she's like Oprah. She's like my gospel. But she's very pump you up, get you motivated, make you feel really good. And then there's technical books because I'm a teacher. My trade is teacher. I don't have any sales background. So there are like books that help you learn kind of how to craft conversations and how to post on social media. That is like a technical book. Both are super, super important, but at different seasons in our business, in our month, in our life, we need different things. So personal development, 10 minutes a day will truly, truly change your life. And I have so many suggestions. And in the team page under files, I have like, I don't update it all the time. I updated it probably 6 months ago. So many books, so many good ones, so many. I just like could die. Get ready for me to be like the personal development, like vomit queen. And then we get other people results. That is what we do. So when somebody comes into the fit camp, and we run our fit camps together until somebody wants to branch off and do it themselves. I don't kick people out. It's when you feel like you want to go do it your own way, because as you grow your business, eventually you're going to be like, I want to do it different than Sam does it. And that's okay. But until you're ready, you are welcome to add everyone and anyone to our fit camps all together. And we just love on our girls. We encourage each other. We post, and we're most importantly, we are the your goal is to be the number one challenger. So your goal is to be doing all of the things that you want your challengers to do. You know, we have those little daily assignments, not because I love homework for people, but because it prompts thoughts. It prompts, oh, I can improve this way, or I can improve that way, or here's a fun challenge for water, or something like that. You know, here's a check-in. It teaches people to reflect on their journey and all that kind of stuff. And so we want to do that too, so we can show them like, hey, this is what all we're doing is what you see. There is no magic thing we're doing behind the scenes. We're doing our workout, we're drinking our shake, we're checking in, and we're doing the things. So this is the 4 vital behaviors. That's it. That is being a coach. So your first goal as a coach is to help 3 people get started with a program in Shakeology, AKA a challenge pack. So what you signed up with is called the challenge pack, and it is a very discounted package where we take fitness and nutrition and put it together. And when you get 3 people started exactly with what you got started or some variation of that, then you make what's called Success Club. The asterisk right here is just you also have to have like 90 personal volume on HC, which is kind of a confusing thing. But if you're getting your Shakeology, that's what that means. Period. Don't worry about it. But 3 people started as Success Club. Now, Success Club is a company recognized thing. So, for example, I am a Success Club All-Star, which means that I made Success Club for 12 months. And then right now I'm on month, I don't know, 19 or something. And then when I get to 24 months, I become an All-Star Legend. This month, there is this extra Success Club prize. So I'll show you, I don't know if you can see me, but can you see me? Somebody nod. Shanna? Okay. This is a bobblehead of Joel Freeman. It's a Success Club prize. I haven't taken it out of the box yet because I feel like it's a collector's item and I don't have an office. But when I have an office, this is Siggy, who's an older trainer. And then this month, if you make Success Club, you get Jericho. So like they'll do fun things like that. It's a Jericho. I know, you're jazzed, you're excited, I see your face. Also, at any point in the year, if you make Success Club your very first month, you get a t-shirt. It doesn't have to be your first month as a coach. And then it doesn't have to be consecutive, but then your 3rd month in the year, you get a prize, your 6th month, your 9th month, and your 12th month. So obviously 12 months, you would need them in consecutive, but do I have it here? I just got my backpack for month 6. Month 3 was a Beachbody Monopoly game. So anyways, they do fun prizes, and then like sometimes they'll pop up different things like 1 month, like in addition, you got like a exclusive training from like the top coach. So you could like log in and do that kind of training. So they do really fun stuff because ultimately you need new clients every single month to have a successful business. That's it. But we make it fun and we do it all together and we're all pushing for Success Club all of the time. So your goal is to get 3 people started and to hit Success Club. That's that. So you can start with your friends and family, and that's what we call is your warm market. So people who already know you, they already like you, they already trust you, and then they'll be more willing to come into this with you. So I'm not going to tell you some technical salesy pitch because that's not what this is. In the beginning, when I started, I reached out to people I worked with, who I worked with at the bar with, because I was like the fast food queen. I would hit McDonald's for burgers on the way home, but then, and French fries, but I really liked the, what are those, Crunchwrap Supremes from Taco Bell. So then I would go right into the Crunchwrap Supreme line and I would hit both because my life was fast food. And so when I started 21 Day Fix back in the day, when you only got DVDs, you only got one DVD with what you purchased. I was like, I'm having amazing results. This is simple, clean eating. If I can do it, you can do it. And I just reached out and I was like, hey, do you want to do this with me? It was not a fancy, salesy, complicated thing. It was just like, hey, do you want to do this together? Some people said yes. Some people said no. And then I do the same thing on Instagram now. When people are watching my stories, when people are commenting and liking my post, when you are engaging with me and I'm telling this story, I'm going to ask you, hey, do you want to do it together? I do not overcomplicate it. This is my business. And when you walk into my business, AKA come into my Instagram profile or into my Instagram stories, you're walking into my business. And all I'm saying is, hey, can I help you? No big deal. Yes? Okay, let's talk about it. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink about it. But I did start with my friends and family and what it's called is your cold market are people who don't really know you. And so you have to kind of warm them up, which is what it's kind of called, which is the best thing ever that ever happened is Instagram stories, because I talk on my Instagram stories as if I'm talking to my very best friend. I'm telling about my day. I'm talking about my life because I only want my tribe to stay around. So if you don't like me, I hope you unfollow me because I want this team to be my people, and my people show up. Like, you guys are my people, and I'm so excited for this mentorship. People who are at Summit are my people. So if you don't like me, you're just going to unfollow me anyway. So what do I care? But that's what we essentially call warming up your cold market. So Earning Success Club, your first 3 months as a coach earns you a free ticket to Summit, and then with a guest too, which is exciting. And you're called a success starter. And so you would get, like, this is my badge from Summit, and you get like recognition on the bottom here. You would get one that said success starter. And it is a big deal in the business. They really, they watch success starters. I was a success starter. I don't want to fire anything, but I was a success starter. So that is kind of your goal, is to make Success Club. So to do that, oh, see, it's black again. So when is your next fit camp? So it's a little different now, right? We have 100 Morning Meltdown. We're not going to start a whole new group unless we were to sign like 100 people up. But essentially, we're just going to add them to our group right now because we're all doing Morning Meltdown 100. And if you can see already, some people are going faster, some people are going slower. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that just like Jericho says, and oh my gosh, if you're loving Jericho, like, yes, I am loving her. But I love every single day how she's like, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. If you need to modify. If you missed a day, don't worry about it. If you want to stack your workouts, don't worry about it. When we're showing up, we're already lapping the version of ourselves that was sitting on the couch, right? So we're already doing better. So we're just going to add people in there. But because it's this thing called social pressure almost, that people, when you give them a start date, people are a little bit more encouraged to get going. And for your own time management, it's easier to get a bunch of people started at once, just like right now with this new coach mentorship. Anybody can sign up at any time, but then I'm going crazy making sure everyone is being supported and helped. So what we'll do is at the end of this month, by tomorrow, I will let you know if we're going to do September 2nd. We're going to do September 2nd. So we have basically 3 weeks. And then, so that's when you see me like post on my Instagram stories, like, hey, we're starting September 2nd. And so I add this like social pressure of, if you're thinking about doing it, let's just do it. it's not to make people feel pressured, but sometimes, you know, when you know the sale is ending at Kohl's, you're like, crap, I got to get there. And we do, and you guys each as a new coach got three $10 off promos. Those don't last for forever. So that's why we want to get people going and just get momentum. So you have 3 weeks. 3 weeks is totally doable to make Success Club. So we know our next fit camp is the same group, Morning Marathon 100 or B100, but then we're going to get them started. We're going to have like a new kind of start date for our Instagram stories for September 2nd. We're going to invite. You're going to make Success Club and you're going to go Emerald. So Emerald is you plus 2, you coaches, and that is how you tap into the residual income that this business offers. So when you see the income posts from coaches in the network or from myself, it's not because I'm selling 55 million challenge packs every single day. It's because I'm building a team, and the team is creating what's called volume. So everything and anything has a volume point associated with, and all volume travels upwards. So if you are Emerald, you get to catch that volume on the way up. If you are not Emerald, it's kind of like Beachbody doesn't consider you a working coach until you go Emerald. Because anybody can get the discount, right? It is still cheaper to be a coach and not work this discount for your Shakeology. So everybody can get it's very like, you know, Beachbody is like us. Everybody can sit with us. You can all be coaches. We can all work on our journey. We can all get a discount. But if you really want to tap into this business, you have to go Emerald. And so next Monday night, we have an Emerald push call. And so that's where I'll go over everything that's Emerald. And a great way to do that is to people who already know you, like you, and trust you. If they're going to do 100 days, you can be like, hey, do you want to get the discount with this journey? While we do this for 100 days, that way you're going to save on Shakeology. If you want to try Energize, it'll be discounted, all of that stuff. But we'll go over that next week. But essentially, your goal is Success Club and Emerald. And share your whole story. This is an old shot of mine from my Instagram profile, but it was like around Easter. Obviously, there's the Easter bunny. But you are more than just Beachbody. You're so much more than fitness. You're so much more than Shakeology. You're so much more than just your transformation. So share all of the things about you so that your followers can learn to like you and to learn to trust you. And then they'll feel comfortable joining you. So, you know, here I have talking about my daughter, or, you know, fitness and my husband, and this actually is a lot of selfies, but I try to round it out. So become a conversational expert. And the only way you're going to get there is talking to a lot of people. There is no way to learn how to invite easily without doing it. You have to just do it. Jump in and invite at least 3 to 5 people a day, which is 20 to 25 a week if you work 5 days a week, this business, which is 100 a month. It will take 100 invites for you to make Success Club, especially in the beginning. So what happens is that you're going to invite 100 people. A very large chunk of them are going to say no or not right now, which is totally fine, because keep in your mind, how long did I invite you? How long did I invite you for you to jump in? And then out of those 100 people, you're going to get follow-ups. And the follow-ups are way easier because you already have a relationship with someone. You already kind of have talked to them a bunch. And then that is how, when I talk about that pumping the well, is that it gets going easier and faster, is because the water is kind of pouring out more consistently because you're inviting new people, but then you also have this really long list of people to follow up with who said, not right now, but oh, September is my month, or not right now, October, or whatever. And then just know that you're not reaching out to people to close them. You're reaching out to open the door. So I said this before, is that if you never invite them, you've never planted the seed. You have to plant the seed, but you also cannot wait for people to come to you. People will come to you. They'll ask you what you're doing and all of that stuff. But this business is, you have to control what you can control, because you cannot control people. Even if you get somebody started with a challenge pack, you cannot force them to do a workout, right? We're not in their living room. We cannot make them do it. So control what you can control. And the thing you can control is the story you tell on social media, your true, authentic self, and the amount of invites that you, the seeds that you plant, the invites that you send. And all you're doing is opening the door. You're starting a conversation, knowing that probably in 3 months is when they'll be ready. Because when you invite someone, they then say, wait a minute, what is this girl doing? And she'll watch you. And she'll watch you, and she'll watch you. I have had girls who have watched my stories every single day for 6 months and never even answered. It's called ghosting. So they'll just ghost me. They like don't answer. They don't reply. It's like that dating, people say it with dating. So they do that, and it's totally fine. That's not my problem. That's something going on with them. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe they are not sure. Maybe I don't absorb any of that, because I'm just controlling what I can control. But if you're watching my stories, if you're liking my posts, if you're following me, you have walked into my store, and I'm going to ask you, can I help you with anything? Objections are part of the process. So if someone is like, well, I don't know, is this one of those things, or whatever, you just have to learn to talk through the conversation. But if they're talking to you about it, they're thinking about it. If they're asking about price, they're thinking about it, and you just have to talk them through. When you say, hey, this Morning Meltdown 100 challenge pack is $160, and they don't understand the value of that, of course they're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to spend $160. But then when you're like, homegirl, you're going to get an entire year of Beachbody On Demand. You're going to get the B100 book, which is such a fun journal, and basically in your living room accountability partner, because I feel this need to like check my boxes on the B100 book. And then you're getting the meal guide and the calendar. You're also getting, this will get you access to our awesome group and this community. You're getting a month of Shakeology. Then they're like, oh, well, that's not so bad. But so them asking questions is part of the process. And then be excited. Be excited when they say yes, and be excited when they say no. It's okay. It is all part of the process. I'll be sharing a lot in our group, our feed, how many no's I get. Because I think sometimes we think like when we're getting no's, it's like I'm the only one that's getting no's, when everybody's getting no's. Everyone is not, people aren't answering or saying I'm in right now, and then they're not in. And it's not about you. It's about them. And that's okay, because all we're here is to help them. And then to follow up. So people, like I said, I'm going to say over and over, is they generally don't say yes the first time. So you're going to continue to follow up, because they want to make sure that you're the real deal, that you're not someone who's going to just show up and then dip out, and then not coach or whatever. So the first 3 months, you have to pump that well super hard. So we're going to work really hard over the next couple months, and then it will get easier, and it's going to get so exciting. We're going to do such awesome and huge things together as a team, but it all starts with us working together. Okay, so this is just a visual of, and this is from Team Fit and Funky, because they're really awesome and they make cool graphics, and I don't believe in recreating the wheel. So right here is you're an active coach. So when you're just this like little blue symbol, that's active coach. So anybody can be an active coach, right? So when you're like, hey, do you want to be a coach on my team and get the discount? You're not, like, some people will feel bad, like, oh, I don't want to ask them, I don't want to bother them. No. They are getting a discount. You are helping them. You are helping them, period, point blank. We're basically trading our commission for them to get a discount. And it's worth it, because then when you go Emerald, you tap into volume residual income. It's confusing. I promise we'll go over it more. And honestly, it doesn't make sense until it's happening. Just know you have to get to Emerald, which is you plus 2. So a lot of times we sign up one coach and then we sign up our spouse. Oh, hey, come back. Because then what I do is I put my Energize and my Collagen under my, we call it a controlled account. And then I'm tapping into residual income from the team. And then later, Then I build my husband's account and I grow that account because I'm controlling what I can control. And that's one way to go about it, and one way that I was told to do it, and I do tell my coaches, but of course you do what you need to do. But Active Emerald is you plus 2. Active Ruby is when you have 2 coaches who are emeralds, and then at least 4 coaches total. And then Diamond is the kind of first big rank, and that is 4 coaches, 2 are emeralds. So these people have 2 each, if that makes sense. So for me, when I started and I went Diamond, my husband was one of my emeralds, and then I had all the other coaches, and then my best friend was the other one. So again, in the beginning, you hustle really hard, and then it pays off later. And I like that about this business. It is not a get rich quick scheme, because this is a relationship business. And what happens is that when people come in and make money really fast, or if someone were to start a different network marketing and they come in and they make like really, when people post those really icky things that are like, come in and make $500 in one day, it's like so easy. It's not real income, where when you build this business, your income is really solid, if that makes sense. Your income is solid and it's not as fluctuating. It might fluctuate a little week to week, but it's a general trend of up, unless, like, of course, you stopped working altogether. Okay, so takeaways. So maybe screenshot this, but fall in love with the 4 vital behaviors. So fall in love with this process and your journey and the Success Club tracker. Then start thinking right now, who are your first 3 babes and your first coaches, people that maybe you feel that would benefit from this community and this tribe and this opportunity. And you're going to ask them. You have to ask them. You can't not ask them. You cannot not share this gift, because if someone did not invite me to this challenge group, and then if I didn't know that I could become a coach, I would not be here today. So it is not selfish to ask people. It's selfish not to ask people, because you think that maybe they're going to think a certain way about you. I've been a coach for 4 years, and I've pretty much never gotten nasty messages. Maybe 1 or 2, but they weren't really that nasty. It just was like, go away, I don't want to. And I was like, okay, please know this is a preview. Cami always joins us on the call, and I always look like a psycho mother. Heads up. Okay, resources are always available. So if you have a question, lean into the team page, lean into our text or our DM thing. Hey, Cami, shut the door. Oh, was he awake?
Hi, Mama.
Hi, baby.
She's now.
She's mine now? Awesome.
Now look.
Oh, that's mine, my robe. So lean into the team and ask questions. Know that we're a family, and know that everybody has strengths and areas that they have to learn more. It's not like, hey, I came into this business and I'm amazing at all of it. No, we're all learning and we're all trying to figure it out. We all have different seasons where we're better at different things. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I have nothing to say on social media. And other days, I'm listening to Rachel Hollis and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do a post about this. I could do a post about this. I could do a post about this. So we just lean into each other and we help each other. And then start right now. Okay, right now. Your business is already open. Do not wait until, I don't know, a different time. Start now. Maybe start tomorrow morning, if you're going to bed right now. But lean into it and just get started right away. Okay, then this is what I was talking about. This is the Success Club tracker. So I'll bump it up in the team page, but this is your checklist on what we do. This is it right here. People all the time is like, well, how do I build a business? This right here. This is a blank one, but the one I'm actively using is downstairs because I went to Starbucks today. So I had it and I do that. I check it off. So at the top, it says, do your workout, drink your Shakeology, check, check. Initiate connections and add followers. And then there's a time. So I set a timer for 20 minutes and I go and find followers. How do I find followers, you ask? Well, hold on. You can really hear Cinderella going downstairs. So I go in, this is like the short version. I did a training and I can tag you in it, everyone in it, or I'll boost it to the top. There's a lot of you now to tag everyone. So you just go in. So initiate connections is what I was talking about, how I watch people's stories and I just genuinely comment. I don't write their names down. I don't like track it. I don't obsess over it. I don't overcomplicate this process. I just genuinely comment and I add followers. So right now I'm into going into mommy meme pages and I look at who has like a really funny meme that's my tribe would think is funny, like, you know, about, you know, drinking wine and having babies, basically, essentially. So then I go and I see who's maybe liked that post or commented on that post, and I just add them as a follower. People will follow me back, and some people won't follow me back. I don't write their name down. I don't overcomplicate it. I just control what I can control. When the timer goes off, I check my box and I move on. Do a social media post that benefits your healthy lifestyle or is a call to action. So it's whatever you feel about this lifestyle. And there are so many things in this lifestyle, right? It's your fitness journey. It's your nutrition journey. It's your personal development. Maybe you listen to an audio program or a podcast and you're feeling really motivated and you're going to share about that. Perfect. That is part of this healthy lifestyle. Our tribe, our team calls, our things, any and all of that. Or a call to action is a phrase that we use that's like, hey, if you want to do my next fit camp, comment below. It's prompting them to make an action. Then right here, it has all these little things for your Instagram stories. So your daily life, right? Nobody just wants to see, I mean, in my mind, everyone wants to see my dancing workout videos, but people want to see more than just that. And so it will say daily life, workout clips, product use, but don't say the name. So every day I drink my Energize and I don't say, hey, I'm drinking my Energize. They just see me doing this every single day. Healthy meal prep, which is my struggle. Nutrition is my struggle. An invitation or like a call to action. So like, hey, you know, if you want to be my fit camp, hit the poll yes or whatever. And then a recognition or a shout out. On the Instagram stories, I do not believe you have to do all of those every single day. But when you reflect back on your week, you should have those things checked. You should have all of them checked at different points, if that makes sense. So you want your tracker to be well-rounded. If you're avoiding one thing all week, then your business is not going to grow. All of these things help each other. Then if people are commenting, comment back. Then invite at least 5 people, set a timer for 15 minutes. Follow up with people that you've invited, set a timer for 15 minutes. Contribute in your challenge group, recognize achievement. So when your challengers are rocking it, you need to comment and tell them they're rocking it. Respond to questions from your customers or your coaches, and then do your personal development. So this is your business. This is it right here. It is a checklist. It is beautiful. And this is it. I just say it over and over because a lot of times people will tell me, I'm really stuck. I don't know what to do. And I say, where's your tracker? And I say, well, I don't have it. And I say, well, of course you're stuck, because action is what builds confidence. You're starting something new. You don't know what you're doing. Some days I wake up and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? What do I do again? What do I say? And the only thing that gets me going is action, because action builds confidence. You feel more confident to send invites when you have initiated connections with people, when you've, got into random conversations with women because on their Instagram post, they put like their child doing something. Then you commented on that, then they wrote you back. And then you get in this dialogue that goes back and forth. That's natural and organic. So, okay, sorry, I got a message. So all of these things lead to each other. And this is just it. So that is your Get Started Right call. So now we're going to have the DM thread where I'm going to help you guys get started. And I'm going to give you gentle little pushes and gentle little nudges to be like, hey, step outside of your comfort zone. If you guys are open to it, I would love to do kind of like a book club getting started. When I very first started, the first book I listened to was The Compound Effect, and it's by Darren Hardy, and he is really great, but it basically is the foundation of our business, is that the work that you do right now doesn't necessarily show immediately. Like we can go and work an hourly job and clock in and get a paycheck at the end. But this business is something that compounds drastically if you continue to do the actions, just like, and he uses all kinds of examples, because it's not like he's a coach who wrote this book. We saw he was a guest speaker at Summit and he was so good. But it's just that this will grow if you keep the actions going. And that was a really great book. And then kind of like a book club. I mean, not like, hey, what's your homework assignment? But, just like it's the general theme the whole time. So it's a really great book to remember that, like, hey, you got to put in the work now, and it's going to be worth it later, but you got to put in the work now. So that is it. I'm going to stop recording. Bye, Kim. Or shut the door, either way. Love you. Shut the door.